And as you imagined, the name for this sauce is one that a lot of people have a real hard time pronouncing. It reminds me of a city in Massachusetts, Worcester, which I'm, by pronouncing that R at the end, I'm showing how I'm not really from Eastern Massachusetts, right? With a Boston accent, it would be more like Worcester. Uh, but it looks like um, Worcester or something like that. So anyway, this word, people pronounce this like every which way and can't really figure it out. So commonly Worcestershire or Worcestershire, often some variant of that, Worcestershire, Worcestershire, Worcestershire. Like people might even add extra syllables. Anyway, people pronounce this any which way often, but it's got to be. Well, like again, I said it reminds me of the city of Worcester because it's about squishing it down into less of a mouthful. So that's why Worcestershire. It's Worcestershire sauce, right? Worcestershire. And so I guess most of your stress there is on the first syllable, Worcestershire. And we don't really pronounce too many R's in there, just one all the way at the end, Worcestershire. And there we go. So that's how you actually say the name of that sauce, in case you were ever wondering. It's Worcestershire. And and so we don't have to worry about trying to pronounce every single letter that we see written in there, even though I do say that spelling matters. Oftentimes when a proper noun like Worcestershire has been around for long enough, it gets phonologically in the pronunciation gets squished down into something easy to say, and that comes out of your mouth quick, like Worcestershire. That's if you know how to say it, right? And this one, people vary a lot in which way they say it. Like a lot of people um, say it one way, and a lot of people say it the other way. And the fact is, people feel pretty strongly here about which is the correct way to say it, one or the other. And which reminds me of caramel and caramel, right? People think, oh, I say caramel, and my family says caramel, so that's the one way to say it. Whereas other people are like, wait a minute, that's caramel you're talking about. But it's not that. I'm not talking just the regional pronunciation, but this one is a bit divided. So, which one of the two ways to say it is incorrect, technically? That would be the one where we put an R sound in both syllables. Sherbet, right? Sherbet. And like I said in the beginning, I'm totally guilty of some of these pronunciations myself, the so called incorrect ones, because I usually say sherbet. That's pretty much how I grew up saying it. And so that really stuck with me. So um, for me, I have a hard time coming around to what is supposedly the correct way to say it, but I have to recognize here again, spelling matters. Sherbet doesn't really track the spelling, track with the spelling so much because the second R is just not in there. So how is it supposed to be said? Sherbet. Yeah, sherbet, right? That but part for the BET at the end. And again, I have a hard time making myself say it that way, but that's technically, you have to admit, the way you're supposed to say it, regardless of how I personally feel about it anyway. So yeah, that's a thing. And even though I often will just say sherbet out of habit, honestly, I don't. Uh, yeah, I honestly now I know that this is not the correct pronunciation of it. Or, and there you go.